Episode 10. The ice cream sales didn't pan out. It seems like after pressing the bell or whatever one time, that's it, you're locked in for the day. Or rather, the instructions, from what I can understand, said you could replace an empty bucket, but it seems like you have to prepare the ice cream or the gelato, whatever, before all of that. So you can only replace things if you have it prepared before you press the bell. Just something that I'll have to keep in mind for next time. Before I do anything else, while I was watching my footage from last time, I did notice one other location for material that I haven't picked up yet. I'll quickly grab that before I remember what exactly I was doing. It's actually been a few days, so I hope I remember what I was doing quickly. I mean, I have this, obviously, but if I had some kind of plan last time, then I don't want to deviate from it. Alright, here. And again, it's been a while, so I hope I don't mess this up. I guess I could just, revert my save if I do, but that's a little bit dishonest, isn't it? Like, in Animal Crossing, trying to game the system. If I mess up this lemon, maybe Rossetti will bust out of this door and say, "Hey, you shouldn't do that." And I'll ask, "What are you doing here, Rossetti?" And he'll say, "He moved here for vacation or retirement or something. It's a nice place to retire." Anyway, the lemon. Right. Easy enough. Even after a few days. If life gives you lemons, say thanks. It could have given you much worse. That's true. I guess I'll save creating lemon gelato or whatever until tomorrow. Since I can't ring the bell, there's nothing I can really do to increase my knowledge on the perfect lemon gelato flavor combination. Alright, with that out of the way, what was I actually doing in this game? Let's actually look at the map, that might be easier. Right, nope, not the Y button, or the triangle button. Square button, no, up on the D-pad. So we had hang out with Pawn. Again, even though it's been a few days, it's not been that long in episode count since we last did that. The Vispa we can pay for, right? I think we have the money for it. Do we? Where's my money? Literally, where's my money? There it is. Yeah, we have enough for it. And there's also this treasure hunt, which I don't think was one of the money-making things, or rather, I don't think it was. I mean, obviously, if you get treasure, that results in money, right? But the way that it was introduced didn't feel like it was money-related, or that, at least not a side job, like the restaurant or mail delivery was. We also have continuing the quest, but I think we have to do all of these yellow things to continue the quest just in general. These are all leads, so I think what I'll do is actually, yeah. Continuing over by the gelato location, that one lead, which was something that I don't remember. Kind of like meeting residents or something. All of these things were introduced during that dinner with the Kuniglis, but I forget exactly what this one was. And there's a bunch of doors here that I haven't knocked on yet. I will try to stay true to only knocking on these doors if my job takes me there, the postal job. But maybe one wouldn't hurt. Just so I don't forget, this one will be the closest one to the stairs that were previously blocked off.
Hola.
Hey, gorgeous. Do we know each other or what? Norberto Musazzo. You're not wrong. Pleased to meet you, Diana. Norberto, my pleasure. Some of the doors in Borgia Marina might be too small for his muscular body. His American habits are as heartwarming as they are ridiculous. American, huh? I didn't think Norberto Musaza would be American, but obviously, melting pot and all that. I stayed in America a long time before I came back to Italy, you know. Okay, so he is originally from Italy and came back here. Believe it or not, I've met a lot of social climbers. It didn't turn out well for any of them in the end. Have a nice day. Alright. And we'll hold off on any more rampant door knocking. Our other lead was this thing. Living in Borgia Marina. The arcade. There are a bunch of characters there, but none of them look like the characters I would expect at the arcade. Those two punk-looking individuals. Punk by... which I mean not delinquent, but... well, maybe delinquent. Actually, is that them? I see them on the... what you would call, like, the cover art, I guess. The little splash that goes up while the game is loading every time you boot it. I can't believe a place like this is in scenic Borgia Marina. It really adds to the flavor. The Dragut Arcade. Does that mean dragon in Italian? Dragut? Again, I won't pause to stop on every single individual item, but just a few things that stand out. 1. Cool graffiti, TV head, very popular thing in art. It's also got cat ears. Another very popular thing to put on TV heads. I'm thinking of Paradise from Oban Star Racers. Truly ahead of her time. His poster too. Goose Brothers. I guess the Blues Brothers. What a fun pun. And I think a lot of these are movies that we can rent from the video store. Reused as posters. Very efficient. Nope, we've got actual arcade games that we can play. I didn't actually expect that. But since we can go inside the arcade, maybe I should have. Rotto, I guess, means out of order. We'll wait to play any arcade games before we actually... or until we actually introduce ourselves to... I guess the owners, or do they just hang out here? A bunch of stuff on the ground. Acoustic guitar. Would have expected an electrical one or something. In fact, most of these arcades are out of order, or machines are out of order. This is probably something relating to the band, I'd have to guess. The vending machine. I could get something from this vending machine, as long as it doesn't get stuck. Oh, pistachios. We can actually use this for gelato. I didn't expect we would get ingredients from here, but kind of weird to be reselling this as gelato in the store, but I mean, we get our stuff from... we get our milk or whatever from the farm, right? So we're just outsourcing more ingredients. That's all. Well, I don't know what pistachios are doing in here. Why shouldn't I take advantage of it? Gimme. We got it. They're Sicily's green gold, despite what most people believe. They're technically a seed. And I'm actually now down 600 lira. Lira? Which means I can't afford the bike repairs, but that's okay. And come to think of it, using these as ingredients is probably less weird than going up to people's plants that they put outside of their houses and stealing those without paying for them. They're not even plants that are being grown for the sake of, well, commercial use. They're just like people's own plants that I've been stealing from. Okay. This is the bathroom? We finally found one. We finally found a bathroom. Not in any of the apartments, but this dim, dark, dirty arcade, which probably has an even dimmer, darker, dirtier bathroom. This might be the only bathroom in all of Borgia Marina. It's at least the only one I've found so far. Alright, introductions. But first, What a nice little... what would you call this? This sunken area. There's a name for this, right? Like a horse? Or a pit? Or... I don't remember, but there was a name for it. A cozy little name. They've got an old TV with a pony VCR machine. Am I saying that right? It's been so long. VCR. Whatever. A mini fridge. Very important. This makeshift chair is... well, I guess it could be comfortable. It just looks... I don't know. I wouldn't want to sit in it. That chair over there looks a little bit better. But I prefer that beanbag up there. And they've got the stereo set just propped up on these plastic pins. And the table itself propped up on these books. You're not reading those, I guess? What a shame. Okay. The punk guy and the punk girl. Oh, I guess I'm talking to both of them. And then we smash the guitar. What do you say? I say we do it. I say we do it now. I say... what the heck is she doing here? She who? Hello. You. Who the expletive are you? Still haven't decided how I want to pronounce those. Maybe just bleep? Bleep might be better than expletive. Whatever. I'm Diana. Someone told me to come here because... we all have dyed hair. Right, that was the reason we were directed here? I see. Okay. I don't remember that, but that does sound like something that happened in the Kunigli household. Over dinner. And how'd you get in, huh? You break in? Of course not. The door was unlocked. You forgot to lock it, Moochie. Remember what happened last time? It was a real mess, I know. Anyway, listen, dummy. If you'd have made the effort to pick our lock, I would have respected you. You agree with me, right, Chi-Chi? Sichi? I'm gonna guess Sichi. Moochie and Sichi. Her dreamy eyes make her seem sweet, until she threatens you. Aside from crime and music, her greatest passion is Moochie. Nice tattoos. It's not like a snake? Or a fish. Could be both. Of course. How could I trust someone that doesn't even know how to pick a simple lock? What? Bleep, Chi-Chi, you put it so well. Or Sichi, rather. I love you for that. These are all different expletives too, so I can't actually just reuse the same thing if I decide it's like ass or whatever. Thank you, honey. So yeah, basically... okay, I'm gonna have to actually decide here. Do I just want to go with expletive, bleep, or anything else? Ass? Yeah, just expletive. Get the expletive out of here, goody-goody. Come back when you have a criminal record. Are you serious? You're joking, right? Of course we're joking. Moochie, amor, get me the bat. I've got a joke for her. Moochie. Nothing in Borgia Marina is as solid as his relationship with Sichi. This, unlike his criminal record, is definitely enviable. Enviable, huh? Again, the narrator here is Diana. You envy that, Diana? I understand. I'm going. Okay. I guess we didn't get the chance to play the arcade machine. Those two are as mad as hatters. Well, we met them. Password? Password? Huh. Good try. Expletive. Oh well. It's just when I say expletive, I don't like it because it ruins his character, right? It doesn't sound like something he would say. I could just go for the actual curse word, but I don't know. If they bleep it out in the dialogue, then I don't want to say it myself. Well, that's a dead end, and I didn't actually get to play the arcade. Turns out having dyed hair isn't a great connecting thread for making friends. Well, since I'm down 600 lire, let's actually earn some more money in the restaurant. Like the other two money-earning methods, this is probably pretty involved. At least the ice cream seemed way more involved than the letter stuff, but the letter stuff itself is pretty involved because there's a lot of dialogue there. So what's this one going to be? Oh, another thing to collect. Don't mess up. Damn it! That last one was too small and too fast. Now I've got two things that I've got to make up for. I don't want Rossetti breathing down my back, especially on vacation. So we're just going to take our losses. Do you just like staring at people, or do you actually want to ask me something? You have dyed hair too, right? Technically? I don't really know. I mean like the fur color on your face. That's just natural, I assume. But the hair is dyed? It doesn't matter. That's a dead end to making friends, apparently. A lot of people think the fortune teller's a fraud, who just tells people exactly what they want to hear. But my mom doesn't see it that way. She thinks she's a financial genius. Actually getting paid to tell people nonsense. Not bad, huh? Bye-bye, fatty. So here, and also the other one, over in the place here, that's the other location I have to remember to get. And actually, do I have to get ingredients every day? I guess I'll find out when the day turns over. Oh, we can visit the back now. I did notice it was modeled back here. They wouldn't model it unless you actually go into it, right? That makes the most sense. And probably nothing of note other than a few paintings we haven't seen yet. A drawing of the beach, probably from her daughter or son. And is that like a pencil drawing of her daughter, so I guess her son drew his sister. Another dinner, this time with the walrus guy whose name I forget, who lives just kind of over here, if I remember. And then the lady from Corso Garibaldi, who lives over here. I remember. Faces starting to become familiar, just not names. Looks like a soccer match where she killed everyone back in the day. Seems like her when she was younger. And her when she first had her daughter, it looks like. She's actually much smaller than I would have expected when her daughter was born. So I guess that would have been upwards of like 15 years ago or something. And the opening of the restaurant, or just like a group photo outside of it. Again, the walrus guy and a few other faces that may or may not be familiar. Anyway. Let's see what's on the menu. Oh, we can actually order a dish for 7,000 lire. Wow. That's pretty expensive. That's like the price of, what, almost 3 bicycle repairs or Vespa repairs? Either this place is expensive or repairing a Vespa doesn't actually cost that much. I don't actually know the exchange rate for lire, which I assume is a real currency, to USD, so... This does seem like the ritziest place in town, and we found another bathroom, thank God. We don't have to go to the dirty arcade bathroom, which we were actually locked out of since we don't know the password. So unless we actually have to pay to use the bathroom here, which knowing the owner, we might have to. This might be our best bet for a bathroom. But workers are allowed to use it free, right? Hello, shrimp. What can I do for you? Let's talk first. Well, if there ever was a clever person around here, it's got to be the fortune teller. She just sits there, right? Nice and pretty, says something silly, and people open up their wallets. But if Mama Lucia overcooks her pasta once, the sky falls in. Can we work here? I am here for the lunch shift. Do you need staff? I love your enthusiasm. Grab the uniform for starters. And just like that, a new uniform and a new job. The Trattoria uniform. Mama Lucia gave it to me when I started to take on shifts as a waitress. And she didn't even make me pay for it. We never refuse a helping hand around here. Round 1. Okay. There are different tiers to this, like the marble thing. Go. Take the apron. We're starting. I hope I don't fail the introductory class to this like I did the whole marble thing. Waitress. In this job you have to help Mama Lucia serve customers at the restaurant. You have a limited time to serve a set number of customers and get paid. If you serve more customers, you'll receive a bonus. Okay, we want that. Move on the 4 axes using the control pad. Delete the last segment of the route using circle. The last segment, what does that mean? Oh, like go backwards. Reduce your... like Fire Emblem, basically. Go up to the counter to take a dish. Each counter serves a different dish. You can carry up to 2 dishes at a time. Alright, I'm beginning to see. It's a strategy game about the amount of spaces that you use and the amount of time that takes up. The customers seated at a table will show you the dishes they're ordering. Customers don't like to receive separate orders or wait too long. So when serving, be sure to deliver all the dishes correctly and quickly. By quickly, I hope they just mean plotting your route. I hope you're not timed while you're actually deciding what to do. That'd be brutal. But I guess it'd be realistic. You have a limited number of attempts. If you deliver the wrong dishes, the customers leave the restaurant, or you don't collect the dirty dishes in time, you'll receive a penalty. If you use up all your attempts, Mama Lucia will end your shift. Just going back. Don't like to receive separate orders or wait too long. Okay. Collect dirty dishes and bring them to the window by the kitchen. Walking past the window will remove any plates you have in hand. That probably doesn't include the filled plates, right? I'll just assume. At the end of your shift, if you've served enough customers, you'll receive a cash reward and unlock new levels. Is time passing? It is. Damn. And we actually don't have to we don't actually get to decide. She just goes on her own. Was that a penalty? Did I need to do 2 rounds of this? Okay, I see. How many can I pick up? I assume I can't pick up 2 and then... pick up 2, serve it to one guy that wants 1, and then have 1 left over for another guy? Probably not. Oops, damn. I still have this empty plate. I needed to pass by this twice for that thing. Okay, still learning. You only get that excuse on your first day on the job. Well, if they're nice at the place you work at. You don't have to. Well, while I'm waiting, I guess I can test this. Does it... Okay, it actually got rid of all the dishes, including the... Alright, it doesn't get rid of the dishes 1 at a time, though. It does get rid of them all at once. Was that enough? It was 10. Did we get a bonus? I don't actually know. I'm going to assume I just did 10, because it probably would say 11 over 10 or 12 over 10, if I did more. Well, it was a good learning experience, even if we didn't get a bonus. Waitress. A job like any other to earn some money. To carry dishes is a duty. To taste them is a pleasure. In some ways, this requires the least brain power compared to the rest. You just go in, kind of do your job as quick as possible. It's more instinctual than planning things out. And round 1. At Mama Lucia's trattoria, there's no time to twiddle your thumbs. With someone like her in charge, there's always something to do. And can we actually do day or round 2 already? We can. So it seems like we're not really gated by the days, for this job anyway. If we wanted to, we could get a lot of money up front. It's not like Animal Crossing, we have to wait for things to come around. I guess you can just spend your vacation however you want, which I kind of like, better than Animal Crossing. Obviously different games, different niches. This one is something that's contained entirely within, like, the amount of time that you want to put into the game, while Animal Crossing you go by Animal Crossing's own pace, forced into it. But there are overlaps that I do like to make the comparison for. Which I think also includes decorating your pad. So if you really wanted to, probably at this point you could just make as much money as you want, buy as much furniture as you want, and have a completely decorated pad before you even continue the mystery. But we're not going to do that. We will, however, do round 2. Just for a little bit more spending money. Looks like I've only got like 3,000, yeah. And after the bike, we'll only have 500 after, so that's barely enough for anything. I'll try to do better on round 2. What do we have? We've got 2 counters serving food. So we'll pre-position over here. I want this. She also wants that. It's kind of like a game of Snake, even. You can kind of awkwardly wait by their table while they're finishing their dish. Could I wait until they're all finished with their dishes and carry 3 plates at once? Maybe I'll try that next time. Another learning experience. Don't mind me. We cannot. She only has 2 hands, and she hasn't mastered the skill of picking up multiple things at once. I'm starting to get the hang of this, I understand now. Kinda like it. She's actually moving faster, like... I think because she hasn't caught up to this thing, she moves faster because of that. That's interesting. You could kind of like buffer her speed by making her run laps. Kinda funny. Okay, we got 12 out of 10 that time. And I think we got like either 600 extra or we just get paid more for round 2. How fun. And you know what? I'd hate to exhaust all of the options or all of the fun from this little side job on the first day, but we'll give it one more go. We've earned our daily bread for another day. Come back tomorrow if you want to earn another few shillings. Okay, never mind. But we did get to see this sprite. I like this sprite. What a character, Mama Lucia. So they do actually get you by days. The question then becomes, can you turn over the day without advancing the main plot? I assume that you can just go to bed and rest and have the day turn over, and the main plot, the mystery, won't advance until you go with it. That, or you actually have to do the main mystery and then the day will advance. There's also a possibility that your amount of time, like in real life here in Borgia Marina, is limited. But I'm just going to assume it's not. Well, that's all we can do to earn money. We could go repair our Vispa, go on a treasure hunt, or see Pawn. I think what I'll do is see Pawn. I know I said we just kind of saw him a couple of episodes ago, but now that we've whittled down the things to do, I feel like visiting him. Not sure why the lead is directing us to visit him. It feels like it'll just be another friendly visit. We could get our revenge on Marbles, if he decides to accompany us. Or, even better, this actually should have been my first stop a while ago. I'm expecting we're going to get a camera. We have to, right? There was that whole empty wall, and I can use that for thumbnails. I'm sure of it. This game has to have a photo mode. It's a vacation game. Hey, Pawn. I wanted to thank you for showing me around when I arrived in town. Oh, think nothing of it. You'll get used to my immense generosity soon enough. Actually, hold on. This is for you. It's a loan. I know what that is. You're my favorite, Pawn. A camera. The camera that Pawn gave me. It's perfect for immortalizing beautiful memories. You know how it is. The newest one here. A fresh perspective on the world. Who better to take some new and interesting pictures? Don't feel any obligation to use it, of course. Though I've already set up a few small photographic challenges to give you practice. You can check them on the wall next to the white backdrop. Wow, thank you. Not bad as a welcome gift. Just one thing I'd like to ask in return. Let's do something together every now and again. What do you say? Smooth, Pawn. You know, break the ice, have a chat. Oh, of course. Why not? Well, not right now. You know what? I don't even know the fortune teller's name. I suspect she's trying to maintain a certain air of mystery. I guess it's good for business. I think she does it to get out of paying taxes. Chat later. There it is, left on the D-pad. I should have known. I mean, I did guess. But I should have remembered sooner. Photography. A photo is forever. Explore Borgia Marina and take some pictures. Try to immortalize the most beautiful and distinctive views. Your camera is simple, but has everything needed to create real works of art. When you framed a particularly good subject, it'll show on screen. Interesting. What does that mean? Particularly good subject. It'll probably like highlight if I get something from a challenge or something. Anyway, before that. Now I no longer have to do this thing to get thumbnails. Find a freeze frame while the camera is going up and down when I pull that out. It was useful, but it created like a weird perspective or something. You see how it kind of zooms in and out? Right there. That very instant the camera stops moving, it kind of like jerks out. I've been using that perspective to get a thumbnail where there's no UI on the screen, but it always created a weird depth of whatever. I don't know, orthographic, perspective, something or other. Now I have the camera. Not only that, I can also, up there, with the X button, which is the square button, hide the UI. Perfect. And not only that, I can zoom in. And also RB and LB? Oh, perfect. I guess Diana gets up on a stool or something that she carries around with her. I'm like a giant to you. What's the Y button do? Oh, I see. It puts Diana on the scene. Nice. Great. This is exactly what I needed to set up like this. Back on the first day where we had the tour with Pawn, I could have done something like this for just some kind of, I don't know, thumbnail. She'd just be standing there. She doesn't seem to have emotes, I don't think. It'd be great if she did. But yeah, this is good enough for at least something. I could get whatever I want, like a little over the shoulder shot like this or something. Just as an example. And there's so many things that I can do with just these basic tools. Like this. How's that for a thumbnail, eh? Okay, that's enough. Anyway, you get the honor of being our first photograph. We'll make it a good one. Can we get him to turn around? Yeah, look over this way for me. That's perfect. Ah, he turned around. What if we... Yeah, when we get Diana back, he looks at her. Because she appears out of the aether. Now that he's looking this way. Kind of like a... The Office type thing, right? An Office type photograph. Maybe rule of thirds or... Maybe just this. Don't want to get Diane in the shot. Oh, when we get too close to the edge, it pushes us up a bit. Yeah, that's kind of good. I sort of dislike how much the phone and everything is taking up, so maybe a little bit like that. I just like the upwards angle. Maybe if I zoom out a bit. But then he's too small in the frame. Oh well. Our first photo won't have to be perfect. It'll just be this. Did he blink? Just another one, just in case. I'll delete it if one of them was blinking. Now what are those challenges? Diana, allow me to introduce the photo challenge wall. Photo challenges? Yes, now you have a camera. You have to make good use of it, right? So I came up with a simple game. In short, I'll give you instructions to take a photo of something in particular. I'll prepare the instructions for you as you go, so stop by every now and then to check out the photo challenge wall. Once you've taken all the shots, come back to me and I'll give you some well-deserved praise. I don't know, I'll think of something. Maybe a very special tour? No. It seems like a good way to get started with photography. I'm in. Hearts, huh? And one of them's a magnifying glass. Punk mural. Pawn's instructions are... the colorful graffiti that Mochi and Chi-Chi made outside their hangout. Obvious. Corvo rock. Pawn's instructions are... it's the only crow-shaped rock near the beach. You can't miss it. I'm going to assume the main beach. I don't think I've seen it, or I haven't noted it in my head. The main street. Which one's the main street? Pawn's instructions are... from the Belvedere, you should be able to see all the way down Corso Garibaldi. Oh, is Corso Garibaldi the main street? I'm glad I dedicated an entire episode to it then. Another picture, another challenge. I know what Corso Garibaldi is. I named an episode after that street. They said the Belvedere, right? So from here, taking the picture down there. Alright, let's do that now. And since this might be the subject of the entire episode, I'll take a photo of this. Finally. I did the same thing with the, with the post office, but this is much easier to work with. Should have come here first, after all. Yeah. And the photo is fine, but for the actual thumbnail, I'll just be grabbing this, I guess. Just gotta make it easy to scrub for, and that should be enough. But I might not end up using that. Actually, maybe I'll want to make it the restaurant instead. Just in case. I guess I've divided my time in this episode between the restaurant and photos, and probably something else after the photos, so we'll see. It could be Mama Lucia, although we already did that, so yeah, we'll take it of the restaurant. Just need a good angle. When we zoom in, it seems like it creates some kind of nice perspective effect that isn't just like moving forward like this. So I think we want to zoom in from afar and maybe get the whole place if we can. Seems like we can't move too far from our original position. It makes sense. Maybe from back here? Yeah. If we could like tilt the camera, that'd be nice. Not like tilt like this, but tilt it sideways or something. Hey, who's that up there? Oh, is that the sun? We'll go talk to him in a second. Yeah, like a low angle like this maybe? Although it doesn't really get the outside too well, so maybe the opposite angle. Like from here. This is it. This is the rest of the game for me. I'm going to give up on mysteries, earning jobs, forming relationships. It'll just be me taking photos. I guess that's how some people spend their vacation, right? And perfect. Perfect enough anyway, for a thumbnail. So what was your name? Did they mention your name? Sebastiano. Oh, hello, Signorina. Do you need something? Are you lost? Are you thirsty? Are you hungry? Do you need to rest? Do you need a massage? A meek little kid. I guess growing up with his mother and sister. Yeah, I can see that. No, thank you. That's very kind. Maybe too kind. Mama always says that a good waiter must always be ready to do anything for the customer. I am in training. Do you think it is too kind? Oh, no, kindness is never too much. It's just, I'm not a customer. I guess we're colleagues. I'm a waitress. Oh, right. But we can be friends. I'm Diana. You? Sebastiano. Sebastiano, Mama Lucia's youngest child. Shy and introverted, he works as a waiter to help his mother and try to overcome his social awkwardness. That's like a thing, right? That's allowed? Like there aren't any child labor laws against working a family business or something? Something like that. At least I think that's the case in the US. The fortune teller's place is wicked, but also a little unnerving, darn it. I'd have sworn I heard those dolls talk once. Wait, that's it. I don't have to say expletive or bleep. I can just say darn whenever an expletive comes on screen. That's a good replacement, right? Even if it does ruin the character of whoever is saying it. Darn isn't exactly a curse word. It's at least closer to something than bleep or expletive. Goodbye. It's not like I have really anything against using expletives if somebody actually says it on screen. I'll go for the softer approach if they're going to be censoring it, with darn. Alright, for real, photo time. Something about a corvo, or whatever. What's that? That's not what we're looking for, but what is that? I'm already zoomed in all I can. It's strangely more modeled than the rest. Oh, that's right. Would that be... That's the train station, isn't it? That's why. And that's the, yeah, I see the tunnel just sticking out over there. That wouldn't be the Corvus Rock over there, would it? There should be an icon that shows up. So before I actually go looking for this rock that I don't know where it might be, could even be on a different beach, let's figure out how this UI works by taking a picture of what we know is the thing that showed up in the tutorial. Right, exactly. Kind of like Infinity Nikki, it just kind of, it's pretty obvious. We'll want to get, like, the entire mural, right? For memory's sake. As much of the mural as we can, while keeping the subjects pretty big. Uchi and Chi-Chi really know what they're doing with graffiti. Gemma should commission a mural to cover the whole Kunigli house. Oh, I only get the achievement after I take a photo of a thing then. Okay. I guess Pawn isn't worthy of an achievement. Sorry, Pawn. Actually, where do my photos go? Do they show up in game? I guess they probably just save under a folder in Steam or something. I do know that this game is going to get like a Switch version, so... Would they have in the Switch version a little menu here that shows you all your photos or something? It's not going to show up in the cards here, is it? I guess not. Well, I guess even on the Switch, games that do have a photo mode tend to save the photos to the Switch's own built-in gallery, not in a game side gallery. Alright, where's this rock? Could be another beach, but I guess we can try it. A rock that looks like a crow. Was it Corvus? Maybe I'll just go read the hint again. After we get the other photo. Should be nearby. If I know my back roads correctly, we can go up the tunnel here. It's already like a second home. Again, would be a really nice place to explore just in general in VR or something. Probably too big for a VR chat world, though I don't really know the world limit or anything like that. It doesn't seem like it'd have a huge poly count, or maybe it would, I don't know. So we're just taking a photo of the main road from here. From here? Yeah. I don't know, I feel like we get a better view from the left side, but they want us to take it from over here, I guess. Should you put that away? Let's stand a bit further back and do this. Okay, yeah, we can get most of the street from this edge. And actually, get in the shot, Diana. There's no rule against this, right? We can have you in the shot. The only problem is, I can't go that far back. Okay. Actually, maybe getting her in the shot is a little bit detrimental to making the shot what I want it to be. From high up? Zoomed in? Now we got this guy in the shot. Infinity Nikki had the nice option of removing NPCs from your photos, but not in this game. Not that it really matters. I guess this will just be a candid cam shot of this guy. Very picturesque. That's illegal in some places, Diana. Taking photos of a random guy. Just don't post it online, okay? I guess it's going up on the wall in the photo in photo, though. So what is that hint again? Let's see. Which photo challenges are left? We didn't get this. I thought we did. Oh no, we're turning it in. And we get money for it. I thought we only got praise. How nice. Punk mural. The mural is outside the Dragoot game room. They show a fight between the owners of the arcade and a fierce dragon, taken from a real CNC lesson. It's too bad this isn't the photo that I took, or actually, no, this is better than the photo I took. It's got the arch and it just feels like more of a picture of the place rather than just the mural. It'd probably be kind of a programming challenge to use the photos that you took, especially if they wind up in your Steam folder and you can delete those. Beautiful photo. I can feel their music's energy from here. And the main street. Kind of similar to the photo I took, but again, kind of getting a better view of the sides with the... what was that, the corner store? I forget exactly what it was. In the tree. Less of the actual street, but maybe that's better. Again, a photo of... well, I guess of the place rather than the street, which I guess is also a place, but this is a more picturesque one. It has less empty space. The main street that beats in the heart of Bourgeois Arena, with its colored houses and constant chatter. It would work as a cover for the Marine Gazette. Oh, do we not have the hint again? Well, before that. Why is this the main street? It's kind of off to the side. I guess it is the biggest street. Yeah, I wouldn't call any of these other streets the main street, except for like... this is just the entrance, it's not really the main street. This doesn't feel like a main street, even though it connects to the rest of town. So yeah, I guess this is a main street. Yeah. We don't have the hint again. Is it... yeah, I could have just checked here. Okay. Corvo Rock. A picture of Corvo Rock. It's, that's all we get. If I forgot that hint about it being on the beach, then I would probably have lost this. Lost the hint. Or not being able to get the hint. If we just stay kind of zoomed out a bit, can we cheat and get the rock? I know it's on the beach, unless I'm remembering wrong. Maybe I can see it from here? That's not a rock in the distance, I don't think. No. Oh, there it is. Ah, I guess. Let's see. What kind of photo would the actual photo that gets hung up, like in the card form, be? Would they go for a zoomed in shot like this? I don't think so. It'd probably be more... I can't imagine it being this zoomed out. Well, it doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to guess at what the end photo will be that goes up on the wall. But the one that will get saved to my hard drive, I just have to actually pick something that I like personally. We can't get the photo from the beach itself, I don't think, so we're gonna have to do it from here. Maybe just something like this? Is that good? Zoomed in all the way, I don't really feel it. We can zoom out quite a bit. This might be fine. It's kind of... Yeah, we don't really have to call this a picture of the Corvo Rock. If it's getting saved to my hard drive, I can just call it a picturesque view of the cliff of the villa, basically, with the ocean. Corvo Rock, made immortal for posterity. Luckily I managed to get the shot before it flew away. Maybe in 50 million years, when erosion happens. Is that a constellation? I don't have that yet, do I? The Sea Rhinoceros constellation. Is that a constellation? Maybe it's Italian. Many deformed sharks have been caught in Borgia Marina, fueling legends about the infamous sea rhinoceros. I wonder if it will bring me good luck. Did we? I thought we already got this. Maybe I'm just remembering wrong? Or maybe there were multiple of the same fruit in different locations. Let's see. Rock's Crow captured. So that's their shot. And actually, I guess you can see it from down on the beach. I just didn't turn the camera enough. That's the shot that they used anyway. I think their shot is a little bit more... They kind of cheated here. Obviously, one, because it's a drawing. The way that it looks better here is that in the actual game, that hill in the background isn't modeled, so... Or at least it's not modeled as detailed as it appears here. A seaside reef shaped like a crow, as seen from the Belvedere on Via del Rinoceronte Marino. Okay, so this is seen from that plateau, or that Belvedere. It almost looks as if it is about to take off into flight. Whatever you say. And with this, I have already shot 3. Maybe tomorrow Pond will have more pictures for me to take. Alright. That's a lot of side content done. All that we have left is... Oh, we still have to hang out with Pawn. I just took his camera and left. How rude of me. Well, we'll do that later. We just came for the camera. Oh, and we can do more with Pawn. Just a bunch of stuff. It actually added a bunch more locations. And for this we actually need a swimsuit, so that's something to save up for. But I think the next thing I'll do is repair my Vispa and check out that farm. How's it going? What do you want? Right. Same as usual. See ya. So mysterious. Did we crash? Is this a crash? I think we're crashed. Well, I guess that's good timing, isn't it? I was going to end the episode right here. I guess it's also bad timing if you consider I could have ended the episode right before the crash and this wouldn't have been caught on camera. But I guess this is it. while Diana remains forever frozen in time, and I, as her partner, have to figure out how to fix this dire problem. Now would be a good time to take a break.